this video, I'm going to show you how to make a keychain of the lightning grumbly named Bolt. Let's get started. For this keychain, I'm going to use shrink film. I've used this in a lot of other videos, and you can find it online, and this is what it looks like. And I have a piece cut out, and I have a lightning bolt that I drew, and I'm just going to place it right on top so I can trace my lightning bolt onto the shrink film. Once I had my shrink film securely in place, I traced over my lightning bolt with a bright yellow marker. Be sure to use permanent markers for this. You can't use regular markers. Once I finished tracing the lightning bolt, I took my picture of Bolt and I added him in between the shrink film and the picture of the lightning bolt so that then I could trace around him. I used a bright purple Sharpie to color in most of his hair because most of it's purple, but there is some grey and black in it too, which I add later on. And I just kind of did it in long strokes instead of just coloring it in because that's what his hair looks like. Here I'm just adding a few grey strands to his hair, and then I'm going to use a black Sharpie to trace around his eyes. With the same purple Sharpie, I colored his eyes purple and the pupils black. I then traced around his teeth, I believe he has 3 of them, with a light grey marker, just so that you'd be able to see the outline of them. Then I used a bright blue marker to outline and then color in his mouth. I used a darker shade of blue to outline the frown that he has on his face so that it would show up once he shrinks. Then I colored in the fur that he has around his eyes with a black Sharpie, and after that I colored in all the spikes or tufts of fur that he has that are black. I colored those in with my black Sharpie. He also has some light grey fur in his tummy and some tufts or spikes of fur that are also light grey, so I colored those in as well. Then it was time to color in the main part of his body, which is purple, so I just went carefully around all the spikes and I colored in the rest of his body. The last bit of coloring that I had to do was just color in the whole rest of the lightning bolt. So I just went carefully around him, and if your marker bleeds because let's say the yellow touches the purple, have a piece of paper nearby and just quickly draw on it with your marker, and that will take off the color that bled onto it. Bolt has been colored in completely, so now it's time to remove the clips and then cut him out. So he's been cut out completely. The last thing I have to do is just punch a hole in him before I put him in the oven. If you're a child, please ask the grown-up for help with the oven and always follow the instructions on the packet. So this is what he looks like before the oven. This is my favorite part. I just love to see the way they shrink. So this is what Bolt looked like once I took him out of the oven and added a ball chain keyring to him. I also painted the back of him with this yellow paint, and if I could do it again I would paint it with white because his eyes ended up looking a little bit yellow. But oh well, my mistake. Be careful with this keyring. The edges are very pointy because it gets really hard when you bake it in the oven. If you're a grown-up, I would suggest probably cutting it more curved, that way it wouldn't be as sharp and pointy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to see more keychain videos like this, click on any of the videos on the end screen. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and post in the comments, and please don't forget to share. And if you like this video and you've watched my other keychain videos, post in the comments which one is your favorite, or which one is your favorite Grumbly. Thanks for watching!